Well, today we're going to be changing the fuel filters, both the high pressure and the low pressure filter, on a 2009 Honda Civic GX. It's the natural gas vehicle. So we're going to start with the rear, and this is the first time I've ever done it. I found some videos on doing the low pressure, which I believe is the one in the rear, but never seen anything for the high pressure. So we're going to attempt both today. So let's get started. Okay, so what we are doing right now is we're going to turn off the manual shutoff switch here. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. So I've already turned that to the off position. And then there are four. So it's number 10. One indicator that you need to change your filters, besides looking up the scheduled maintenance on these filters, is if you look at my fuel gauge, you'll see how it's flashing, and that's supposedly because the filters need to be changed. Now, that doesn't necessarily tell you which filter, but I bought this car with about 48,000 miles on it, and I don't know when he had done that, but this light's been flashing for about 10,000 miles now, so probably way overdue, but this is the first chance that I've had to give it a try. So we're going to just let it run until it stops running, because the manual fuel valve has been turned off, and there it went. So that took less than 2 minutes. Okay, so we're going to move back to the rear now. Okay, so this is the filter that goes in the rear. It comes with 2 O-rings. I'm not sure what the small O-ring's for. Maybe we'll find out here in a minute. I know the big O-ring goes on the canister that covers the filter. So now let's get back under there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take apart, I think this is like a pressure release valve here, this little valve. Okay. That's what the little O-ring goes for. The little O-ring goes, there it goes. So, this is probably not good, because there is a ton of oil on this. It smells really bad. So let's take it apart now. Let's see. we go. So, that's it. That's the old one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean the canister and pressure, little pressure screw, and I will be right back. Canister out, because that's what comes in contact with the filter, so I want that to be nice and clean. So then what we're going to do is replace the O-rings real quick. So we're going to use this little flathead screwdriver, pop the old O-ring off, and put the new one on for that release valve. The large O-ring is right here on the lip of this big canister. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pop that out, and I'm just going to clean it real quick. And then I'm going to pop the new one in like so. Okay. So now we'll go back into the car and put the new filter on. And then one thing we want to do before we turn it on, which I forgot to do, is disconnect the negative battery wire. What that'll hopefully do is reset it. We'll see if this was the filter. I'm going to replace both filters, but it'd be good to know if this is the one triggering the fuel light flash thing. So. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the new filter on. Okay, so that's the new one. And then we're going to go ahead, make sure the O-ring's seated, and then we're going to go ahead and put this canister back in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on now, and hopefully I can kind of use the Allen wrench to kind of tighten it, kill two birds with one stone. So that, and now that that's in place, I'll go ahead and make sure it's tight. Get this crescent wrench back in there, and hopefully not kill my hand like I did when I took it off. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and turn off or take off the negative power battery wire, and then we'll see if that changes anything. Okay, so I repeated the process, turned the car around on the ramps, turned the shut-off valve off, ran it out of fuel, and now I'm replacing the front filter, which I believe is the high-pressure filter. Now, this thing is kind of tricky to get. That's it right there. Hopefully you can see it. It's starting to get dark. So let me see if I can get this. Okay, so there it is. It's that black filter with, I think it's a 22 or 23 millimeter hex head on the end of it. I'm just gonna, I don't have that big of a wrench, so I'm just gonna take a smaller crescent wrench and get up in there. Now I heard people on forums saying they had to take off this exhaust right here. I don't think I'll have to do that. What you kind of have to do is wrap your hands up through this little space right here, and then you kind of got to use both of your hands to get at it. So let me just reset up the camera here. I'm going to just get in the plates. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this hand. Maybe. Okay. And then I turn the main valve off. Hopefully this doesn't pop on me. Yeah.
Come here.
So what I'm doing right now is unscrewing it, as you can see. And I think I could probably get my hand up in there now. Switch. So it's not much room, but what I'm doing is I'm unscrewing it in my hand. Yeah, this thing's pretty. It's got a lot of threads on it. I'm only doing like a quarter of a turn at a time, so I think maybe. Kind of hard to get to, but a little bit easier. You can see me do this. Well, there's really no perfect way to get up there. Hopefully this video helps, because I cannot find anything on the location of this thing. I found some schematics online after like a couple hours of looking for stuff. Anyways, I'm going to work on that and come back to you guys. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing, as the other one. I have a lot. There it is. So there's the old filter, and there's quite a bit of oil in there. So definitely must have got some bad fueling stations. There's, as you can see, it's dripping down my hand. There's like a little puddle on the cement, so these definitely needed to be replaced. Jeez, hope my injectors are going to be screwed up. The car seems to be running fine. That's the so as you can see, this is my light here. The thing had a ton of oil in it. So there is the O-ring that you replace with the new one. I'm going to clean this out. Here. O-ring. I'm gonna pop that little O-ring off. gonna keep this one. This one was on the bottom. They didn't give me a replacement. Let me double check my bag real quick here. Okay, so there's the new one on there. In there. Okay, now put this old seal on the very bottom, like that. And so you couldn't really tell because you couldn't see, but you could see on the low pressure one. It's the same thing. I mean, it's just a bigger filter. So there's like a Mel receptacle that is up in the place where this was removed from. You just slide that up onto that and it'll stay in place, and then go ahead and screw this back on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. I'll come back to you guys when I reconnect the battery cable and see if we get the error light to come on. Okay, everything's back together. I got the battery cable connected. I turned now we'll see if that fuel light has cleared. Okay. Looks like it's still flashing. Huh. I'm wondering if there is, if I have to have something reset, because that fuel light's still flashing. Well, I did read something online about maybe I'll just leave the battery cable off all night and see if it resets being off for a longer period of time. But anyways, that is how you change both the low pressure and the high pressure fuel filter on a Honda CNG GX Civic. This is an 09, and I believe that nothing has changed from 09 up. I mean, I think even 07 would have been the same. Could be wrong on that, correct me if I'm wrong. But from, I think it was from 2004, that's when they started using both the low pressure and the high pressure system. I could be wrong, but that's how you do it. The high pressure filter is kind of hard to get to. Probably would have been easier if I would have had like a socket that would have fit that instead of using my crescent wrench, because I had to get my arms so far up there. But if you had like an extension and I think it's like a 24mm socket, so I'll definitely get one for next time. So that's how you do it. Hopefully that helps some people. I know I couldn't find anything on it, so hopefully this helps you guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck to you.